In the 1970s through the early 2000s, shopping malls were at the peak of their popularity in America. They weren't just places for shopping. They were social hubs where people gathered, not only to shop, but also to dine. The mall food court was the heart of this social experience, offering a diverse array of dining options that catered to different tastes. This was the era before fast casual chains and food delivery by apps dominated the landscape. Number 1, Orange Julius. Orange Julius originally began as a humble fruit stand operated by Julius Freed in Los Angeles during the 1920s. The original version of their famous drink was simply orange juice, but it was not until Freed's friend Bill Hamlin modified the recipe in 1926 that Orange Julius found its stride. Hamlin's innovation was a blend that made the drink creamier and less acidic, transforming it into the frothy, smooth beverage that would become an iconic mall treat. This new recipe included orange juice, milk, egg whites, and a secret combination of sweeteners and flavorings, giving the drink its signature, almost milkshake-like consistency without being overly heavy. By the 1950s and 60s, Orange Julius had expanded beyond Los Angeles, becoming a fixture at fairs and events across the United States. It wasn't until the 1970s and 80s, however, that the chain fully integrated into the mall culture, aligning itself with the rising popularity of shopping malls. This strategic placement within the rapidly growing mall ecosystem was key to its success. Orange Julius counters were often designed with bright, welcoming colors, attracting shoppers looking for a refreshing break. It wasn't just a drink, it was an experience, with employees making each beverage fresh to order, often drawing crowds who watched the process. The inclusion of the phrase, "It's a devilishly good drink," in their branding also added to its allure, creating a sense of indulgence around an otherwise simple fruit beverage. In the 1980s, as health-conscious trends began to emerge, Orange Julius adapted its menu to include healthier options, like adding real fruit smoothies to its offerings. This allowed the brand to stay relevant even as consumer preferences shifted. Despite this adaptability, the decline of malls in the 2000s, combined with the emergence of juice and smoothie competitors like Jamba Juice and Smoothie King, led to a decrease in standalone Orange Julius locations. Its eventual acquisition by Dairy Queen in 1987 marked the beginning of a new chapter for Orange Julius, where it became more of an add-on rather than a standalone brand, ultimately diminishing its once iconic presence in the mall food court scene. Number 2, Sbarro. Sbarro originally gained attention by offering customizable pizza slices that catered to the American preference for quick yet satisfying meals. Their New York-style pizza stood out for its oversized slices and thin, foldable crust, loaded with toppings like pepperoni, sausage, and extra cheese, an indulgence that resonated with the mall-going crowd of the 1980s and 1990s. Sbarro's layout allowed customers to mix and match their meals, with pasta dishes and calzones, adding variety beyond the typical fast food offerings. Unlike many fast food competitors, Sbarro's food was displayed in a cafeteria-style setting, where diners could see the variety of dishes before ordering, a feature that appealed to those wanting more than a typical fast food burger and fries. This setup created an illusion of a more upscale dining experience, while maintaining the convenience factor. Its strategic choice of mall food courts as primary locations positioned Sbarro in the midst of bustling consumer activity, capitalizing on the peak hours of shopping rushes. During its rapid expansion in the 1990s, Sbarro also introduced breakfast options and experimented with broader Italian menus in select locations, aiming to capture different mealtime segments. However, the brand struggled to maintain quality and consistency as it grew, with some critics pointing out that the freshly prepared dishes from the early days gave way to more standardized, less personalized options. This shift coincided with the rise of gourmet pizza brands that emphasized artisan ingredients and customizable orders, leaving Sbarro's more traditional, heavier dishes appearing outdated in comparison. Despite these challenges, Sbarro attempted multiple comebacks, including a revamped Pizza Cucinova concept, which focused on made-to-order pizzas with a range of toppings. Yet the brand's deep association with the declining mall culture made rebranding efforts an uphill battle. Today, while Sbarro continues to operate, it has largely retreated from the forefront of dining trends, a stark contrast to its once dominant mall presence. Number 3, hot dog on a stick. Hot dog on a stick quickly became known for its unique preparation method. Employees, visible behind the counter, would hand-dip each hot dog in the cornmeal batter right before frying it, offering a show-like experience for customers. This visual component, paired with the vibrant uniforms resembling 1960s beachwear, created a playful atmosphere that resonated with mall visitors looking for both a quick bite and an entertaining break. Their lemonade was hand-stirred, another spectacle, with employees vigorously plunging large wooden sticks into vats of lemons, sugar, and ice, embodying a sense of freshness and authenticity. Despite its simple menu, the brand managed to tap into a cultural nostalgia for classic Americana, reminiscent of state fairs and summer carnivals. This nostalgic appeal helped it carve out a unique space in the crowded mall food court market. In the 1990s, Hot Dog on a Stick attempted to diversify its offerings, introducing items like cheese on a stick and various flavored lemonades to keep up with evolving customer demands. However, the rise of health-conscious dining trends in the 2000s made deep-fried snacks less appealing to a growing segment of the population. Efforts to modernize the menu with grilled items and healthier options didn't gain enough traction to counteract the declining mall traffic and changing consumer habits. The decline of malls hit Hot Dog on a Stick particularly hard, as it was heavily reliant on foot traffic for impulse purchases. Although the brand sought to expand outside of malls by opening standalone locations, it struggled to capture the same audience. Additionally, the visual appeal of their preparation methods lost its novelty in a market increasingly dominated by fast casual chains emphasizing health and customization. While some locations persist, the vibrant stands that once symbolized carefree mall outings have largely faded from the retail landscape. Number 4, Cinnabon. Cinnabon's success was largely due to its secret ingredient, the Makara cinnamon, sourced from the Kerinci region of Indonesia. This unique cinnamon has a sweeter, more robust flavor profile compared to standard cinnamon, which sets Cinnabon apart from other bakeries. The company perfected its classic cinnamon roll recipe through extensive testing, ensuring a balance of gooey center and golden brown exterior. Their rolls were designed to be slightly underbaked in the middle to maintain a gooey texture, offering a decadent experience in every bite. The strategic placement of ovens near the front of their stores was intentional, allowing the aroma of baking rolls to drift into the mall corridors, drawing in customers even before they saw the store. Cinnabon didn't just sell rolls, they created an entire sensory experience. The visual of fresh frosting cascading over warm rolls added to the indulgence. Seasonal and limited-time offerings, such as the caramel pecan bon, helped maintain customer interest over time, while their smaller product, the mini bon, aimed to attract more health-conscious consumers without sacrificing flavor. However, as malls began to decline, Cinnabon faced challenges in maintaining its mall-centric business model. They shifted towards partnerships with fast food chains and convenience stores, as well as launching products like Cinnabon-flavored coffee creamers and packaged bakery items. Despite these adaptations, the decline of physical retail spaces meant fewer spontaneous Cinnabon purchases, as the brand heavily relied on the impulse buys triggered by the scent and sight of their fresh rolls. Number 5. Wetzel's Pretzels. Wetzel's Pretzels set itself apart by focusing on the simplicity and freshness of its product. They used a proprietary dough recipe, hand-rolled and baked on site, ensuring each pretzel was served hot and soft. Watching the staff twist the dough into shape was a key part of the brand's appeal, adding an element of theater to the snack buying experience. They expanded their menu to include variations like the cheese meltdown and the sinful cinnamon, targeting a broad range of taste preferences. Unlike other snack options, Wetzel's offered customizable pretzels, with customers able to choose dips like cheese or jalapeno cheddar for a more personalized experience. The company adapted quickly to market trends, introducing products like Wetzel dogs, pretzel-wrapped hot dogs, which became a hit for those looking for a heartier snack. Their pretzel bites and Wetzel bits were developed for customers who wanted a more shareable option, catering to the social nature of mall outings. Wetzel's positioned itself as a healthier alternative to other mall snacks by using fewer preservatives and offering baked rather than fried products, although it still provided that indulgent treat experience. With the decline of malls, Wetzel's Pretzels explored other avenues, such as partnering with theme parks and stadiums to maintain visibility. They also developed a franchise model to open standalone kiosks and storefronts in high-traffic areas like airports and shopping centers. Despite these efforts, the decline of the mall as a cultural institution limited their growth in the food court landscape. While Wetzel's adapted by focusing on convenience and portability, the decline in casual mall foot traffic made it challenging to capture the spontaneous, impulse buy market they once thrived on. Number 6, Panda Express. Panda Express was founded by Andrew and Peggy Churn, who saw an opportunity to create a fast casual dining experience centered around Chinese-American cuisine. They adapted traditional Chinese recipes to suit American tastes, using ingredients that were more familiar and appealing to a Western audience. One of their key innovations was the development of the iconic orange chicken, a dish that combined crispy fried chicken with a tangy sweet sauce, offering a balance of flavors that was both exotic and approachable. This dish alone was pivotal in establishing Panda Express as a go-to choice in the food court landscape, where shoppers craved variety but often gravitated toward familiar flavors. Beyond orange chicken, Panda Express introduced dishes like Beijing beef and honey walnut shrimp, expanding the typical American palate while maintaining a consistency that customers could rely on. Their commitment to fresh ingredients and on-site preparation was unusual for mall food courts at the time, setting them apart from competitors. The open kitchen design allowed customers to watch the cooking process, adding transparency and reinforcing the brand's emphasis on quality. This approach made Panda Express not just a place to grab a quick bite, but a destination within malls, where the dining experience itself was a draw. Despite the decline of malls, Panda Express remained relevant by strategically opening standalone locations and drive-thrus. They adapted to changing consumer trends by introducing health-conscious menu items like steamed vegetables and offering lower-calorie options. Their success lies in their ability to blend traditional Chinese flavors with modern dining expectations, maintaining their identity while evolving with the market. The brand's outreach also includes initiatives like limited-time offerings and regional flavors, ensuring a dynamic menu that keeps customers engaged. Number 7, Stak Escape. Stak Escape distinguished itself by offering a made-to-order experience in the fast food environment, a rarity in the early 1980s. The brand focused on the authenticity of its cheesesteaks, using thinly sliced steak, onions, and melted cheese served on freshly baked bread. The interactive cooking process was a defining feature, with customers watching as the staff grilled the ingredients on a hot griddle right before their eyes. The sound of sizzling steak and the sight of caramelized onions created an enticing atmosphere that set Stak Escape apart from other mall food court options. Their fries, often served with the signature steak sandwich, were also hand-cut and cooked fresh, adding to the overall appeal. The menu expanded beyond the classic cheesesteak, offering options like chicken sandwiches and loaded fries, aiming to cater to a wider audience. Each sandwich was customizable, allowing customers to choose from a variety of toppings and sauces, creating a more personalized meal experience. This level of customization was ahead of its time and helped to build a loyal customer base that appreciated both the food's quality and the made-to-order approach. As the fast casual dining trend took off in the 2000s, offering a wider range of fresh, healthier options, Stak Escape faced increasing competition. Their reliance on traditional mall locations became a liability as consumer preferences shifted towards health-conscious eating, and the decline of mall culture reduced foot traffic. Attempts to rebrand with options like the Stak Escape sandwich grill were made to revitalize the brand and adapt to the changing market. However, the chain struggled to shake its identity as a mall-based eatery, leading to a significant reduction in its presence. Number 8, ChickfilA. ChickfilA initially found its niche in mall food courts by offering a unique product that diverged from the typical burger and fries menu. Its original chicken sandwich, featuring a pressure-cooked chicken breast seasoned with a secret blend of spices, set a new standard for quick-service dining. By focusing on quality ingredients and quick preparation, ChickfilA attracted shoppers seeking a tasty, convenient meal. The brand's innovative approach to fast food was complemented by its signature waffle fries and lemonade, creating a menu that felt both familiar and different. In the 1980s and 1990s, Chick-fil-A's expansion into malls was strategic, targeting high-traffic areas where their operations could maximize visibility. The brand emphasized friendly customer service, another differentiator in the fast food space, which helped build loyalty and drive repeat business. Chick-fil-A also adapted to the limited space of mall food courts by developing efficient kitchen layouts that maintained product quality without sacrificing speed. As consumer habits evolved and standalone locations offered greater operational flexibility, Chick-fil-A transitioned its focus away from malls. Standalone restaurants allowed for larger menus, drive-thrus, and a more personalized customer experience. These new locations could operate on Sundays, offering an additional day of revenue in contrast to the traditional practice of Sunday closures. The company's pivot reflected not only the decline in mall seafood traffic, but also the broader trend toward fast casual dining environments that prioritized convenience and quality. Today, while some mall outlets remain, Chick-fil-A's identity is now more closely associated with its drive-through and standalone restaurants. Number 9, the decline of the mall restaurant phenomenon. The decline of mall restaurants is multifaceted. The rise of e-commerce platforms like Amazon led to a significant reduction in foot traffic, which was essential for mall-based eateries relying on impulse visits. Malls, once social hubs, began losing their appeal as younger generations favored online shopping for its convenience and variety. Fast casual dining trends further pulled customers away. Restaurants like Chipotle, Panera Bread, and Sweetgreen offered fresh, customizable meals in standalone locations with ample seating, unlike the often cramped and noisy mall food courts. Additionally, shifting health trends played a crucial role. Consumers became more health-conscious, seeking organic, locally sourced ingredients. Mall restaurants, with their typically fried and carb-heavy menus, struggled to adapt to this change. Economic downturns, such as the 2008 financial crisis, forced consumers to tighten their spending, impacting the relatively higher-priced food court options. Malls themselves started to rebrand as luxury or outlet centers, making food court spaces less relevant. The COVID-19 pandemic dealt the final blow by accelerating the shift to online shopping and causing long-term closures of many mall locations. Number 10. The nostalgic impact and legacy. These mall restaurants were more than just places to eat. They were woven into the fabric of social life. They were often the backdrop for first dates, family gatherings, and casual meetups with friends. The food courts provided a democratic space where people from all walks of life could sit side by side sharing a meal. The vibrant neon signs, the bustling counters, and the aroma of freshly cooked food created an atmosphere that was as much about community as it was about consumption. For many, these restaurants became a sensory marker of their youth, remembering the excitement of ordering a slice of pizza or a cinnamon roll after a long shopping spree. The sounds of the food court, from the sizzling of the grills to the clatter of trays, evoke memories tied to a specific period in American consumer culture. These establishments introduced a generation to different cuisines, often serving as the first encounter with foods like gyros, teriyaki, or stromboli. As shopping malls continue to fade or reinvent themselves, the legacy of these restaurants endures in pop culture and memory, symbolizing a simpler, more communal era of dining.